So, I'd been asked about how to be healthy on a budget-friendly vegan diet. And I thought about this and I came up with 5 things, basically, that somebody can do to not be too heavy on the wallet and also stay healthy. So, first of all, avoid vegan alternatives. So this means like vegan milks. They put a lot of fillers in the vegan milks, which actually makes them not really that healthy for you. Just take them out. Same with vegan cheeses. It's mostly oil and potato starch. You can easily make this on your own, and it costs hardly anything at all. It's super easy to do, and it's kind of like, it can be a really nice source of comfort when you're craving that, you know, the rich gooiness that we're all used to, right? So there are other ways around it, and making things from scratch is way more affordable and it's a lot healthier for you. They put a lot of salt and unnecessary ingredients in a lot of these processed foods. Like all of these vegan meats, you think that you're getting protein. Yeah, sure, maybe there's some protein in it, but ultimately, get tofu. I know that a lot of people say a lot of crap about tofu, but it's one of the highest protein vegan sources that you have. Like when I went to visit Japan and they eat tofu like 3 times a day, at least what I witnessed from the places that I had gone, and like I noticed that their skin was like totally flawless and it was amazing. And I kept asking people like, how do they keep their skin so beautiful and amazing? And they blamed it on the tofu. They're like, we eat tofu 3 times a day. And a lot of people are so afraid of tofu because there's been a lot of like negative stories about soy, but I think it's all propaganda. Like if you go, like there's some research done by certain doctors, and maybe I can find that and post it, but basically saying that soy is good for you. Like it reduces rates of cancer, it has all these benefits. So I think it's kind of like a fear-mongering thing of dairy and meat industry, you know, to keep people not wanting to change and fearful of alternatives. Number 2, eat when you're hungry. I think a lot of people have this idea that they have to starve on a vegan diet, and this is wrong. This is not true. This isn't what it's about. Don't skimp on anything, you know, get the calories that you need. Nuts and seeds, peanut butter is super rich in calories. Like there's so many ways that you can fill yourself on a vegan diet, so don't skip on calories. Eat. You're gonna need more fuel than you're used to because meat and dairy are really full of calories. And so if you take those out and you try to think that you can eat similar ways just without it, you're gonna fail. You have to amp up the amount that you're eating. It's really important. The other thing that you need to do, number 3, eat your minerals. Meat is a really good source of iron, and a lot of people, they fail to realize, you know, their iron sources on a vegan diet. You have to eat your greens. This is where you're going to get all your main minerals. And when people just have bread, or they're eating chips, or they're eating rice and beans and they're not getting their minerals, sure, you can probably survive off of it, but you may not thrive on a vegan diet if you're not getting your minerals. It's super, super important. So I think this is the main reason why a lot of people fall back, because they don't realize they need to eat their greens. Don't survive off of white bread, white pasta. This will be a quick way to fail on a vegan diet. You need to eat whole sources of food. When I'm feeling, you know, like, yeah, I'm on top of things and I'm sauteing greens in the morning, I'm throwing them into my smoothies in the morning with fruits and other vegetables like cucumber. I eat salads for lunch and try to throw in like kale and parsley and cilantro. And then for dinners, if I'm making like a vegan lasagna or something, I cut up the greens and I throw them between the layers. So stick to your whole foods and eat your minerals. Number 4, this is one way that you can save a lot of money, whether it's vegan or not vegan, but avoid pre-made meals and like packaged food. Anything that comes in a package, forget about it. Just leave it on the shelf. It's not saving you money down the line. Like it's adding so much unnecessary cost to your daily your food requirements. So buy in bulk. Get like a huge bag of rice in bulk or dry beans. You can get some of this stuff on Amazon for really affordable, and you can buy organic too. And if you find local farmers, they often give you crazy good deals on their produce. This is an awesome way to just source whatever you want. And I've heard about people, yeah, like buying even veggies and fruits in bulk online. I typically don't do this. It's easy for me to go to the supermarket. I tend to value food more than anything else. So this is something that I don't like skimp on. Like I make sure that I can afford the highest quality foods in the supermarket. So this is something that I value enough to do that. But it's not necessary in order to succeed on a vegan diet. There are so many ways that you can save money. So buying in bulk and avoiding pre-made meals, like any kind of frozen dinners, any kind of like, ready-made rice, like no, just avoid it. Buy things in bulk. And pressure cookers will be your best friend, so you can make beans easily, avoid all that canned stuff, save money, get a huge bag of it. And the last thing is grow your own food. Grow your own herbs. Like herbs tend to be pretty expensive in the market, and this became like the way that I was able to make vegan food exciting, because I think a lot of people feel bored, with what they're eating, but in using herbs, you can add a lot of flavor to the dish. So when I took out cheese, I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna live without cheese, right? But if you're using herbs, it can be so amazing, and there's such a world of herb combinations, ways that you can do things, and combining it with different nuts or seeds, or, there's just, it's infinite, the variety and the possibilities involved. So grow your own herbs in some pots in your windowsill, right? That's super easy, super cheap. If you can have your own garden, you can also forage. So dandelion greens are super rich in iron, vitamin K, vitamin C, vitamin A, all of these most amazing things, and they grow everywhere. So this is free. So yeah, these are the 5 things. Avoid vegan alternatives, eat when you're hungry, eat your minerals, avoid pre-made meals, and grow your own veggies. That's it. See ya.